this concept of being an influencer, right? You guys are influencers. So you know what's nuts is you guys have kids, so you're probably familiar with this, is that every kid wants to be an influencer these days. Wild stat. Bloomberg just did a report. Apparently 98% of kids, right, in between 6 and 12,
wow.
when they grow up, they want to be influencers. 98%, okay? So when I was growing up, it was doctors, lawyers, astronauts, athletes, whatever it is, president. Now, basically 98% of kids are basically saying, give me TikTok or give me death. Like, I'm out of this thing. So you guys are in real life actual influencers. You have kids that I assume have social media profiles at this point. Oh, yeah. So my question is, do you want your kids to be influencers when they grow up?
Yeah, absolutely. I want them not to be the so-called influencer. I want them to have a social media. I want them to put themselves out there and build their personal brand. And if it leads to them influencing somebody to buy a service or product, so be it. I just want them to actually have a social media, be active on social media, in case you never know what can happen. Because followers, maybe Jaden wants to promote something and showcase what he's doing, maybe in jiu-jitsu, or he started this cool candy business. Maybe that business could lead to another business that he'll eventually be able to promote to his followers. So it's not I want him to be an influencer. I just want him to be active on social media.
Gotcha.
And Brielle does the same thing with her TikToks.
I want the kids to do whatever they want to do, believe it or not, because we've always been recording them since they were babies.
Yeah.
And we're all about, recording and creating content, and they're used to that, and they know that it's worked for mommy and daddy. But my son doesn't want to be an influencer.
Yeah, try to get them to make
He has a
NFT
TikTok,
videos.
and his TikTok is not. He used to, when he was little, show face, but now it's all edits that he does. He loves editing videos. He loves.
Got it.
The same thing with my daughter Brielle. She loves the attention, but at the same time now she's posting more edits. They're already more like, for example, Jaden wants to be an actor. Brielle wants to be a singer. So they're not like, I want to be an influencer, because they see our work, and to them is not something that they look forward to.
They're a little young to.
But they're 11 and 8.
No, I think they know what they want. I think they see us doing it, so it's not something that they. Yeah. I feel like people that are not around influencers, they look up to it, but they don't really see the work behind the scenes.
Job, yeah.
Exactly. How many times I tell them like, "Wait, that was funny. Go back and do it again for me to record it," or like, "No, wait, Jaden, do it again. You did that." And I've been doing that to them since they were little, and they know it's work, and they're
good actors at recreating what they just
but
did.
It's not something that like, oh, I already do that at home. I don't want to do that after school, or like actually, Jaden gets embarrassed when his friends Google us.
Yeah.
And his friends go like, "Oh my God, we Googled your parents," and Jaden's like, "No, like
they're just normal people.
They're
from Lima, Peru. They just grew up in humble beginnings. No big deal."
The way you just edified him and you showed his Instagram to me, I'm looking at him and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's just my husband," which is amazing, but it's just us.
So go deeper on like the benefits of the kids having social media at such a young age. What do you see as the benefits?
I mean, besides the fact that they get free clothes and they've gotten, all the PR packaging since they were little for content and stuff, the benefits, they're very, very confident. But I think that's also the way they were raised. I'm really big with affirmations, and we took parenting classes and we're present parents, which that's amazing. But at the same time, to them, it's really uncomfortable when we go on a trip and people want like, "Hey, Jay, hey, Christy, pictures." They do get a little shy and they do want their privacy,
Have you seen like anything out there? There's going to be good and bad.
Of course.
Okay. It's whether you watch television, play video games, play sports, there's always going to be good things and bad things. So I'm never going to knock social media. The reason that I even know you guys is because of social media. But I feel like at such a young age, I'm not even talking about your kids, there has to be some consequences and some issues that come up with kids having social media. In your guys' experience, what's sort of the downside of kids, whether it's, aged 8, 10, 12, 15, being on social media, like literally on social media or even watching social media? What do you think the downside is?
They see everything that we do. We can't play hooky from school until the kids are sick and go on vacation. Or, I don't know, I can't talk about Jaden's candy business because all the teachers follow us.
Yeah.
They might shut them down.
I think
I mean, that's
social-
just superficial. But privacy, maybe they don't want to be put out there.
Yeah. Because, I mean, think about it. When we were growing up, we're a similar age. Dude, we barely had beepers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Okay?
beepers.
You had beeper. Like, that was like, if you want to get in touch with me, beat me. Right? Then it turned into a cell phone, right? Well, like a BlackBerry, or even before that, a Razor, whatever the hell it was. Then became an iPhone. And then with an iPhone, you could start FaceTiming people. And then all of a sudden, privacy. Okay. And then Facebook started showing up. All right, I'm going to elect to put my stuff out there. And then it's like, all right, even before Facebook, you had Friendster or MySpace. All right, it was a conscious, like, I have to register this. Then it's like, all right, social media, it's so-called Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube out there. And then less and less and less privacy in your life. So now you're talking about your kids. They've had a social media profile since the day where they were born. Even PBD, his kids, boom, they assigned them social media profiles at birth. I'm just wondering, I don't have kids. As a parent, there must be some like talks you need to have to say, this isn't real life. There's filters out there. Don't believe that. That was probably edited. You probably have to like teach them other things that we didn't have to learn as a kid.
I was just gonna say that I think is the dopamine that they get on the daily, because even my daughter, she's 6 and she'll be like, "Mommy, I got 5 new followers today." So to them, that at such a young age is like, that's the dopamine, that's me being accepted, that's me being liked, or my friend said this about my content. And so I'm always trying to explain to them that that is not real, that all what matters is what you think about yourself and how do you feel. How did you feel creating that TikTok? Did you have fun? Who cares if you don't get, the 20 likes that you're expecting or whatever? It's like, who did you have fun? Did you enjoy it? Are you loving it?
Right.
And then, so I'm really, really, I don't want to say strict, because they do love their gadgets, but I'm very careful that we do have that present time. Yeah. And we always remind them that we're a team and we have dinner together. And one thing that I do love is that they share absolutely everything with us. Like, to them, we're their friends. The same way that today I told them, I'm like, guys, I'm going to a podcast, so I do it and I share my stuff with them that I'm excited, so they feel comfortable doing it as well. Because there's a lot of things that, I mean, not in our case, but a lot of kids do get cyberbullied and do compare themselves. And when they don't have a friend or someone to look up to, or someone that's in this type of world, in the scene, they get depressed and they feel like they're not worth anything. And that's what they want to be influencers when they grow up. But because, the kids have seen us and our work ethic and what it really takes to have the freedom that we have, we do make sure that we enjoy that present time with them. And that is why mommy and daddy work so hard.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire Saucecast, click right here.